Hi everyone, Rene Bastarache here with the American School of Hypnosis, and I'd like to welcome you to our Tuesday morning live webinar. And today we are going to speak on, actually this is episode 19, and it's how you became you. It's pretty much going to be a workshop, so I like to call it our life creation workshop. And we're going to wait for a few people to get on and go ahead and let me know who you are and where you're from. I see we have some right now. The furthest one we have watching is 30 feet away, 20 feet away, is Raluca here in Biddeford, Maine. So let me know who you are and let's see who's beat. Who's the furthest away from Biddeford, Maine. We have to have somebody further than 20 feet away. So I see we have a few watching. Let me know who you are, where you're from. I realize there's like a 20-second delay in doing this. And hold on, I'm not taking off with you. I'm just removing my microphone, my camera here a little bit to get it more centered. There we go. And Rochester, Moon Man from Rochester, New York. Welcome. You beat Raluca. You're from April from Scotland. April, you're always beating people. She comes. You got to give it 5 minutes until some other people come in before you just blow them right off the map. Welcome, April. And today is beautiful here in Biddeford, Maine. It's nice and sunny. It's shorts weather. Of course, in Maine, you can be 30 degrees and it's shorts weather, just like Roger up there in Edmonton. Okay, very cold up there too, but it's probably warm now because summer is almost here. My tomatoes are growing. By the way, I had my first 2 tomatoes come up. The flower's been opening. My first 2 tomatoes yesterday. They're about this big. Okay, not even big enough for sauce. So Roger's here. And we get quite a few of you here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And as always, if you have questions, go ahead and type them in. And if it's something I have to respond to right away, Raluca will come over and let me know. She's in the other room monitoring, and she might be answering you on there. And we get quite a few things to speak about today. And these are a lot of things that I've been contemplating lately, and actually I'm usually contemplating them, and we teach quite a bit. But I found a new way of explaining it that might help some of you. So here we go. I want you to think about like this. Imagine if there were an instruction manual, like a new instruction manual on becoming a human being. So on basically, you're in this life. What do you do? I mean, you buy a treadmill, there's an instruction manual. Will you buy a motorcycle? Or not, maybe not a motorcycle, but a bicycle. You buy so many different things. Washing machine, there's instruction manuals on how to use them. And here we have this wonderful thing, a human life, and a baby in our hands, and there's no instruction manual. What do you do with it? What do we do with ourselves? How do we create the change in our life that we want to change? How did things happen? How did we get to be the way we are? How did this happen? How did I become this wonderful human being? Don't have to answer that. That was a facetious question, okay? So, how do you become... Raluca's yelling on the other side. I'll tell you. How did you become who you are? And more importantly, if you like it, that's great. But if you want to make changes, how do you change them? So consider this video a video format of the instruction manual of being human, okay, of how you became you and how to be the new you. And there's not going to be a lot of instructions. It's actually pretty simple once you understand how the mind works. It's kind of like once you understand how a washing machine works, it's pretty easy to do it, even though Raluca has to tell me every single time, hit this button, hit this button. See, with me, it's a selective thing. If I keep on forgetting, she's going to do it. I whispered, but I think she's still going to hear me. So she's yelling at me again. Can you hear? 20 feet away, you can hear it from there. Because I heard you. So here's how we're going to talk about it, okay? First of all, everything that happens to you happens as a result of your focus. And I'm going to explain that all. So whatever you focus on whatever you're focusing on right now, it's like placing an order in a restaurant. So imagine you go to a restaurant where you can get anything you want. And anything you focus on is like you ordered it from the waitress. And she went out in the kitchen and gave it to them, and boom, it's in front of you. So here you are sitting at a restaurant. There's huge tables, okay? And everything you focus on, you get immediately. So think of it this way. You're always, always, always placing your orders with the universe. One of the main features, I'm jumping ahead of myself, I have a list of how I wanted to explain this, and I've already blown my list. One of the main features of the subconscious mind is to bring your reality into alignment with your focus or your programming. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's one of the main features of the subconscious mind. So you're always placing orders in the universe, whether you're thinking about or focusing on what you want, or even focusing on what you don't want in life. It's been ordered, and that's on the table, okay? So if you say, oh, I'd really love to have a turkey sandwich, you focused on it, and there it is. Oh, I'd hate to have pickles on it. Sorry, you got pickles, because the subconscious, another rule, doesn't understand the difference between, or doesn't understand negative, okay? So there's no negative in the subconscious. That's a conscious creation, because it's what you focus on. What you say, even though it's negative, if you're focusing on positive, it doesn't matter. So if you say, you know, oh, I don't want to lose my business, what are you focusing on? Lose my business. Oh, I don't want to freeze, what are you focusing on? Freeze. You need to say, I want a successful business, and I'm warm. You see what I mean? So whatever you focus on, whether it's negative or positive, it's showing up on that table, okay? So that's one of the first important things to keep in mind. Now, imagine that each item you ordered, okay, whatever you focused on in this restaurant, we're going back to the restaurant, I'll bring this connotation into life later. Every single item that you ordered begins to automatically attract more of what you ordered. So you ordered a turkey sandwich, and more turkey sandwiches are showing up, and there's turkey sandwiches all over. Anything having to do with turkey sandwiches is showing up. Maybe some cranberry sauce, maybe some lettuce, maybe some of those little toothpicks with the little red twirly thing to make it pretty. So whatever you order, anything directly related to it or associated to it is also being attracted. So you're starting to get piles and piles and piles. And as a result of all this food, it's now turning into a buffet, okay? Other people who like this are also coming, and you're attracting these people because they like the same food. So you turned your ordering machine into a buffet, and now people are all over. So you're attracting all these things to you, from food to likes to people to situations to anything having to do with what you ordered, okay? So whoever's there, everything that happens to you, the people, the experiences in your life, they're all there because of your orders. You invited them. Think of that. So if negative things are coming, let's say you ordered something you didn't like, okay? You ordered pickles, and now you got the Kirshner pickle guy, and you got this pickle person, and you have people that have shriveled up faces that look like pickles, okay? You attracted them, okay, because of what you didn't want. Oh, okay, so now you got to think about that. When you go to a restaurant, only say what you want, right? So everything in front of you on the table is a direct reflection of the menu items that you ordered, that you focused on. Okay, everybody with me so far? So just like everything happens in your life is, how do I say this? Oh, so like I said, everything that happens in your life right now, that's happening, is a direct reflection of your thought process. So everything going on right now, whether you're having a great business, whether you're doing booming, whether you're making money, whether you're not making money, whether you're not successful, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you're homeless, whether you're rich, it's all a direct reflection of your thought process. The thoughts that you've had, that you've focused on to this point. You created it, you invited it, you attracted it. Important to understand. Now, this is where I'm supposed to tell you, where Luke is talking about the pickles. I hate pickles. That's another whole story of some pickle situations we've had in the past. But anyways, no offense to the pickle people. I mean, I'm sure they're lovely for other people. So remember, the main feature of the subconscious mind is that whatever you focus on, okay, your mind always attracts. You always attract more of what you focus on. And that it will always create your reality in alignment with your focus. And of course, the third feature is what we just mentioned a minute ago. It doesn't understand negative. Oh, and another fourth one, it doesn't understand past or future. It's always in the now. So everything else you say needs to be in the now. So that brings me to this question. Okay, what do you want? Do you have what you want in your life? Is your life the way it is you want it to be right now? Going back to the instruction manual, okay? If not, how can you change it? Now, something else that's very important is that the universe, or I should say the subconscious mind, I put them one and the same because as you expand into your subconscious, everything overlaps. And you learn that when we get into the brainwave states and the whole scientific part of this mind. Okay, as you expand, you overlap onto other people's thought process and focus and the universe. And look at my books there, look at some of my videos, it'll talk all about that. So I don't want to get into that right now because we're getting away from the subject. But what was I saying? See that? I get talking? Oh, okay. So we already said that everything you offer, okay, is vibration. The universe, as we know with quantum physics, when you get right down to the minute, beyond atoms and quark and all that, is vibration. It's a whole universal sea of vibration, okay? So the universe and everything in it is vibration. It responds to vibration. Your thought process is also vibration. So you're resonating happiness, you're resonating sadness, you're resonating all these different things, what you want. You're putting these vibrations out into the universe, and that's what's attracting them. Think about the musical scale, okay? I say that, and I was going to talk about a piano. There's a piano across the street on the sidewalk if anybody wants one. Our neighbor is cleaning out his garage because he tore down the garage and he had to take everything out, and he put it on the sidewalk. It's been there for a week. No one's picking it up, but everybody's going down the sidewalk playing it. So we hear that resonation. But if you're familiar with a piano, okay, let's talk about the key of C. Okay, you hit C, ding, and there's high C, there's middle C, and there's low C. Okay. Now, if you had two pianos out there, and if anybody has been in a piano store, you'll probably know this, and if you haven't, go in one and try it. Go to one piano and hit the key of C and listen to the other pianos, and you'll hear, it'll resonate. Same thing with string instruments. If you pluck a certain key or a certain string, that same note will resonate on other ones because they're going to begin to vibrate. Like attracts like. Okay, and that's scientific. I'm not getting in. This isn't the metaphysic, the self-help woo-woo stuff. Okay, this is science. Like attracts like. Positive attracts positive. Negative attracts negative. Sickness attracts sickness. Health attracts health. Even in the microcosm, if you get 4 sick cells and you put a healthy cell in there, that cell will try to make a beeline and get out of the petri dish. If it can't get away, it'll eventually become sick like the others. Even people, if you're in a happy mood and you go into a room and the door behind you closes accidentally and there's 10 people in there that are very angry and talking about hatred and anger and all these negative things, you're eventually going to feel negative. Sometimes you get out of a room like that and you feel like, geez, I want to take a bath and wash myself. And I've done that. I've actually left places, come home, and it says, here I am washing my hands in the sink. I just feel like I want to get all that negative off of me. Like attracts like. That's why you resonate when you're happy. Happy people are around you. Sad people don't want to be around you. You ever get up in the morning, here's the opposite, where you're really angry and you're ticked off and somebody comes up to you, hi, how are you? Are you having a great day? I love you. You just want to punch them in the head because like attracts like, but opposites detract each other. You try to get away from them. Okay. Moonman says, my piano is out of tune. Uh-oh, that's not going to help you. Come get this one. I think it's out of tune too, across the street. So keep that in mind. Like attracts like. When you look at the, at the musical scale, you click on you click on one. I'm used to the computer. You hit one note and it vibrates that same note. So that's what's happening. Is all your vibration you're putting out is attracting more like it. Okay. The vibration that you normally put out through experiencing life, which is what you're attracting to you, and the vibration that you put out through using your imagination are the exact same. I just froze, that's why I paused. Are the exact same thing. The universe or the subconscious mind does not differentiate between the vibration you put out through your focus, through things that are happening in life, or things that you are imagining in life. If you pick up nothing else from this video, remember that, because that is the key. And I'm saying that now, and I have that below, and I wanted to save that. But that is the key to change in life. That is the manual. If you wanted to put one paragraph in this manual on becoming a human being, on creating the life you desire, that would be it. The universe does not understand the difference between a real or an imagined scenario. They hold the same value because it's what you're focusing on. So with that, all you need to do is simply imagine in your life whatever it is you want to have. So no matter what your life presently is right now, if it's not what you want, simply imagine the life that you do want and focus on it. No matter what's going on, continue to focus on that, and the universe or the subconscious or whatever you want to call it will attract it to you. Now you say, will it happen? It's law. It's science. Some people call it the law of attraction. Like attracts like. It's a scientific principle, okay? So you can say, it's the law. So all experiences that you have right now, remember, you ordered them. You sat right there at that table and the waitress came over and you ordered it. We hate to think that we ordered negativity in our life with all the negative going on and all that. We hate to think that we ordered it ourselves, but sometimes we did not because we wanted it, because you were focusing on what you don't want. And that's why in a life of negativity, and where all the news, and I'm always telling people, turn off the news. Focus on what you want. All these guys, let them live the negative life, okay? Focus on your life. If everyone focused on being happy in their personal lives, the whole world would be happy. But happiness begins at home. It begins with you, okay? You need to take care of you. Let them do what they want. You take care of you. Focus on what you want. So what do you focus on normally? Are you focused on what others are saying that's bad in the economy? Are you focused on what others say that, when they say you won't make it in business? Or when somebody tells you to give up, you shouldn't be doing hypnosis, give up, that's a crazy business. If you're focusing on what they're saying, the universe is going to make that happen, because its job is to make your reality in alignment with your focus. Or do you focus on yourself and tune them out? Are you focused on being successful? Are you focused on being happy in your business? I'm happy with my business because I get to do what I want. Being self-employed has given me the opportunity to, what I think every day for the last week, I get up, I go downstairs, I work on my boat, and matter of fact, even this morning before I came up here, I was working on painting my pontoons. Okay, so I get to do what makes me happy, and that's because that's what I'm focusing on. My business is successful, whether I'm working at it or whether I'm not working at it, because the universe is giving me what I'm focusing on. Isn't that great? That's the beauty of, number one, being self-employed, and number two, understanding how the mind works. And that's what's so spectacular about this business. That's why I've stayed in it for over 20 years now, because I'm understanding this manual of the human mind. I'm understanding how it works. I'm understanding how focus gets you what you want, and all the little nuances, the negativity and the now, and all. By focusing on what you want, you change your life. And that's the beauty of the mind, or learning more about the mind, or hypnosis, or self-help, or whatever you want to call it. So are you focused on the positive or the negative? From this point forward, be focused only on what makes you happy and what you'd like to see in your life. Now, yeah, you're going to stray. You're going to be focusing on the positive. I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. But what about my broken leg? But I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. Oh, what about my aches and pains and my bad back? I'm healthy. You see what I mean? You're going to go back, but come back to the focus. Come back to the positive focus. Remember, you're ordering all this food on the table, okay? But let's get the majority of it what you want and try to get rid of what you don't want, okay? Then it comes up to how quickly will it happen? That depends on you. Again, your focus. Are you saying, well, I'll do this and it's going to take the next year? Or are you saying, I'm doing it and it's going to happen now? Because, see, when you say it's going to take a year for things to change, if you say, oh, I'll do this, but it's going to take 3 weeks, the subconscious mind says, I'll wait. Because it only understands now. So when you're sick and you want to be healthy, if you focus on being healthy, you can be healthy now. Or if you say, well, I have a cold and it takes 10 days, then 10 days from now, you're going to get better. But guess what? That going from sickness to getting better was immediate, wasn't it? It was now. That is a now, 10 days from now. Or you can wait because that's what you believe. It's amazing. So many people, I tell them these things and they go, that won't work for me. And I go, you're right. Because you always get what you focus on. Or as Raluca says, you always get what you're fighting for. Even though this is the way it works, this is the law. Some people say, it won't work for me. Well, that's the same thing. That it won't work for them because that's what they believe. Your belief comes from your focus. See what I mean? Your thoughts become your focus become repetition. Repetition becomes habit. And that's what we do with hypnosis, is creating habits. And habits become your belief system. So if you don't believe it's going to work, it won't. If you do believe it's going to work, it will. It does. But you have to open up. It's kind of like I can hold $1 million and you can have this $1 million. But if you say, I don't want to take it, then you can't have it. You have to take it. You see what I mean? I mean, how do they say that? What's that word when you get this enlightenment? Duh! You gotta take it, okay? So, how quickly do you want it? That's entirely up to you. So, we're here to help you, and I want you to realize that we're here to help you. If you'd like to have a successful business, to create positive changes in your life, just look at the links below. We got links down there for hypnosis courses, to start a new business, for self-help, to change your life, to learn about the mind. Believe me, by the time you're done taking our home study course or we have a live training, virtual training coming on. By day 3 of that class, okay, it will have changed your life. I guarantee that. It's going to have changed your life in the way you think about everything. You're going to see that you have so many more possibilities than you could have ever imagined. So we're here to help you. Make sure you take a look at the links below, and I'm going to look to see what kind of things have been going on here as I've been talking. Yeah, Raluca just finished telling somebody that they can get our free manual on the site. The link below the site has that also. We have a free 446-page hypnosis manual, which tells you some of the things that are in the course, okay? It's functioning for smoking too. Video. Oh, yes. Oh, I know who that is. That's Marion. Hi, Marion. Good to see you all the way over from Romania. Chipach, Marion. Anyways, yes, you can use this focus for anything. Because guess what? If you want to quit smoking, if you really want to quit smoking, you can. If you don't want to, nothing can help you. You have to want to. I've seen people who have smoked for 40 years that said, I want to quit smoking. They're ready, and they were able to do it, like I said, with hypnosis, just with a few suggestions immediately. I've seen mothers that have only smoked for a couple weeks and couldn't quit because they didn't want to. It has to do with your want to, with your focus, with your desire. I mean, you could say, yeah, I want to do it, but if you're thinking, I can't, you see what I mean? What are you ordering? Whatever you're ordering, the food is on that table. So remember, in the restaurant of life, okay, life, in the restaurant of life, your order is always being taken. whether it's positive, whether it's negative, whether it's the food you like or the food you don't. It's being ordered, it's being put on that table, and it is attracting more of it and everything having to do with it. And that's the direct reflection of your ordering. So you want to see what kind of thought process you've had up to this point? Your life is the results. You don't like how your life is? Then change your thought process. That's what I have for you. That's my message, and I'm sticking to it. I'd like to thank you all for coming once again. I appreciate having you all here. And it's because of you we're able to continue to bring these messages. And if there's something you'd like to see in a future webinar, Raluca and I are always scratching our head saying, what? Not too much because I'm getting bald already. But we're always scratching our head what to be able to teach next. So let us know what kind of things you're interested in the messages below, or email me, whatever it is. We have the email down there too. And it gives us, assistance in knowing what to speak about in the future. So have a wonderful day. Stay positive. Go to the links below. We have an online store link, and we have a lot of cool things, okay, down there, and some free stuff on our brand new page. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.